We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the Tuesday edition of the Stay Cashin show, the post NHL, post NBA. All we got is baseball, Bill, for a little bit, but tennis has started. Wimbledon is upon us. We make a shit ton of money in tennis. Joey Rackets, the tennis god, will be with us. I'm getting a time right now on when he'll be joining. Looks like about 20 minutes. We'll have Rackets coming on doing some tennis breakdown. And obviously, we have golf too with Price Wallace. We have UFC with Constantino. We have Bill Rupp and Trevor doing NASCAR. It's not done for us. It may be done for everyone else. But sports are not done here at the Stay Cashin show on 4dbets.com. Introducing the best producer in the world, Evan Hand. Evan, how are you doing today?
I am doing great. Haven't slept in days, but we're still doing great.
Nice. What's going on? Just a lot of sex with the lady?
Dog. The dog.
Just like a demodog, just fucking going wild?
Or a puppy.
A new puppy. But let's say it's just you're just getting crazy
Let's
sex.
go with that. That sounds a lot better.
Bill, you get crazy sex from the ladies. How's your sex life looking? Yeah, good. That's good. About the same as Evan's then, I guess. And my sex life, we don't talk about on here. We don't talk about Bruno. So anyway, Bill Rupp, what's going on? What's new? You're on your Stranger Things. You're on quite a journey. You're trucking it. I'm really proud of you. Took me 2 years to get you to watch it. I think you're on episode 8 or 9 of season 2 already in 24 hours.
Yeah, started it yesterday morning.
Uh-huh.
Watched it all day yesterday.
Uh-huh.
From 10 in the morning till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Straight through. Now I watched it. I got up early this morning, so I thought it was going to be hot out today, so I wanted to cut the grass at 8 a.m. while it was fucking nice out, but then I woke up at 55 degrees. So, got the grass done by 8:30. Yeah, what am I going to do? Fucking, my girl's still on vacation. You know,
Drew's News, still on vacation?
No Drew. So I put on Kelly and Ryan for a minute, and I could only last about 5 minutes on that show.
They're very annoying.
They had J-Lo on, so that was good. She's hot.
That's good. You look some titties and some booty.
Yeah, and then when J-Lo left, I changed the channel. I'm like, what am I going to do? You know what? You know what I'm going to do? Stranger Things.
There you go.
Bam.
There you
right
go.
in Stranger Things. Oh, and this morning, they released the trailer for one of my favorite movies of all time, Hocus Pocus 2, is coming out this Halloween.
Wow.
Bette Midler,
Wow, that's...
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Don't know if I ever want to talk to you again.
I mean, Tommy, it's a cult classic.
Yeah, you're in a fucking libtard view-driven
It is
cult.
a cult classic.
Wow. All right, back to headlines. I'm not talking about Hocus Pocus. So what do we got here, E? What's going on in the world today of sports?
There's just absolutely nothing happening in sports lately. The really biggest news we have is that Twitter was going berserk over Kyrie possibly going to the Lakers this offseason, all for yesterday to come out that he's just going to stay with the Nets.
I mean, he was due $36 million or something. Where the fuck was he going to go? No one's giving him that, Bill. Where the fuck was he ever going? Like, it's so funny. Like, here on this show, we'll tell you, hey, guess what? We got some NHL recap for you. We got some MLB bets for you. We're going to give you some Wimbledon bets. It's Tuesday. Ain't that much shit going on. We'll probably get in and out of here in 45 minutes, get you the shit you need, but we're not going to make up fucking stories that are non-stories to fill airtime.
Well, the Nets put it out.
That's a non-story, but it was bullshit.
As soon as the Nets got wind of it, they said, no, we're not making that trade. We're not
It's
doing
bullshit. It was never a story.
And then 5 minutes later, Kyrie came out and said, I'm taking my option, taking my player option.
No shit. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is what I hate about the media because the left does it.
It's made up in the morning. Listen, if you believe what you believe, that the media and stuff, you know, Stephen A. Smith is one of the hubs.
By the way, it is Dinger Tuesday. We'll get to Dinger Tuesday, too. Go on.
So Stephen A. Smith has to have something to talk about in the morning.
Right, so they make up a story.
Talk?
So they make up a story, get it out.
Yeah.
Get it out there so they can jibber jabber for 2 hours about that. And then when his show's over, the story dies.
Right, and then they makes up a new story the next day.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we will not condone that. We'll not talk about Kyrie Irving because it's ridiculous. I was never leaving. It was fucking stupid. Another person that was never fucking leaving is Russell Westbrook.
I mean, he just picked up his option, which was a no-brainer.
Shocker.
Tommy, would you if you're Russell Westbrook and you had a player option for $47.1 million.
Bill, if you asked me $47.1 million to fuck you in the ass twice this week, I would do it.
I mean,
forget about getting to play basketball on the Lakers.
If say he left, you know what? Say he goes, I'm gonna be a free agent. What are they gonna give him? Maybe like 3 years, 80 million somewhere, right? 3 years, 100 million.
I don't even think he's getting
if
that anymore.
But that's like someone like the Knicks would give him 3 for.
The Knicks, maybe they're dumb enough, but that's about
it. So 47 point. He might be the highest paid player in the NBA. Steph Curry, I think him. 47.1.
And I love how here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna spend the offseason doing, because they have to talk about the Lakers. If they can't talk about the Lakers, they have nothing to talk about, right? Wherever LeBron is, that's what you need to talk about. So that's how the cabal works. So we're going to spend all offseason hearing about how Russell Westbrook's going to change his game. LeBron and AD are going to adjust to Russ. Russ is going to have a great first 2 weeks of the season. We're going to go back into where we were a year ago when Evan played the highlight clip of me saying before the season started. Yeah, write that down, before the season started, that Russell Westbrook is going to be complete garbage on the Lakers, and the Lakers are fucking not going to win a championship with him. Remember that? A week before the season started?
I remember.
Right. And remember 2 weeks later, Bill, Stephen A. Smith was declaring him the greatest point guard in history?
Well, then they came out today and said the Lakers are counting on Westbrook to have a comeback season under new coach Darvin Ham.
There it is.
Westbrook told ESPN in recent weeks that he's enthusiastic about getting to know Ham.
That's all they're going to talk about because they need something to talk about. And then and then in 3 weeks into the season, they're going to be ripping. I mean, it's fucking, stop watching those people, guys. Stop watching them. All right. Russell Westbrook's making $50 million. Kirk Cousins is making $50 million. I mean, this is what a time to be alive, huh? I mean, who was the kid, the fucking receiver that went to fucking Jacksonville?
Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk's making like $25 million a year. Like,
ridiculous.
Deshaun Watson finger popped 57 masseuses and has got a guaranteed $200 million contract. I mean, what a fucking time to be an athlete, huh?
That's inflation, baby.
I mean, you got fucking golfers getting paid $200 million to go play with Saudi princes. Well, what a fucking time! This is the time to be alive right now.
All Paul, Jake Paul wants to do is.
Speaking of Jake Paul, you got retired UFC fighters making fucking $3 million to get knocked out by a YouTuber. What a time!
Wants to fight Tommy Fury. Supposed to be at the Garden coming up. And Tommy Fury cannot get into the country.
Yeah, okay. Like that fight was ever happen. Another bullshit. How many times are Tommy Fury and fucking Jake Paul going to fight? How many times? Never. That's they're going to fight. Never. Never. Absolutely fucking never. Never.
Said Fury was not allowed to board a flight to the U.S. from London Heathrow Airport Tuesday. Despite many assurances by Tommy Fury's team that he was able to come to the U.S. and knowing that Tommy was in California just last month, we were surprised to learn that he had an issue at Heathrow Airport on Monday. As a result of circumstances out of our control, the scheduled press conference for Wednesday at MSG has been postponed. We are working with our partners at Showtime Madison Square Garden for information. So,
never happening.
That fight is probably done.
Fury doesn't want to fight him. It's never happening. It's
no,
like, there's no way you're a multi-millionaire big-time fighter from another country and you haven't already lined up how you're going to get out of the country, how you're going to get into the new country, check vaccine status, check passport status. There's no way you haven't already
they just said
contacted the embassy and had all that taken care of. If I was going to fly to fucking Canada, I would take care of that a month before, 2 months before.
Well, hold on. So he's not the only one. Let's. I had a situation like this before.
You got hostile?
You know me. I don't leave the country.
Right. You don't want to get hostile.
Don't leave the country. So I went on a cruise. I was booked a cruise, whatever, best room, balcony, everything, all inclusive on a cruise. Mm-hmm. Cruise. Me and my girl. Getting ready to go.
I told you he was having sex, Evan.
4 days. 4 days, Tommy, before I'm ready to go on the cruise. Find out that I need a passport.
Okay, well, that's you being stupid.
Oh, no, because I looked into this. Hold on. Hold on.
You looked into it, but didn't know you needed a passport to leave the country.
Hold on. As long as you were going out of a port in the United States and returning to the same port You did not need a passport.
So you're comparing you not knowing you needed a passport to Tyson Fury, a multimillionaire with 15 travel agents, not knowing that he can.
Well, he might not have known something happened. So
he doesn't know any. He doesn't book any of his shit.
I called, spoke to them multiple times.
What do you think? Tommy Fury's on Expedia.com looking up flights?
Finally,
it's worth $150 million.
Finally, somebody called me back and said, you know what? You do need a pass. So I had to go down to Philadelphia.
You're stupid.
Go down to Philadelphia all day long from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. and get my passport in one day.
I mean, I've done it too in L.A. I drove up and got a passport in a day, but it wasn't because I didn't know I needed one. It's because it was a quick trip.
Well, I was
told decided next weekend, let's go to Mexico.
Multiple times I didn't need it.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't think that's. I think that's apples to oranges, as they say.
Oh, that is oranges to oranges.
I mean, listen, I'm a big proponent of the apples to oranges is the dumbest statement ever, right? I just used it, but I used it because it is similar, but it's not. Because what else would you compare except to fruit, right? Comparing apples to oranges, comparing two different, they're in the same category. That's not crazy. The saying should be something like, you know, if you're trying to say those two are nothing alike, it should be like, you're comparing Bill Rupp to a normal person. You know, then it would make more sense.
No. I mean, Bobby just keeps texting us like nonstop. Like
well, it's 2 o'clock, so you know how my family works,
like
Bill.
We're not on a show.
Bill, at 2 o'clock, my family, it's 5 straight texts in a row. At 2 o'clock, my family loves to contact me and you. So.
Oh, so you want to hear? Well, let me read this text. I don't know if you've read it yet. Bill. Now, this is a text with all three of us on it. Bill, I found a hot spot for good-looking, single, attractive women. The U.S. Post Office from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Housewives handling all the packages in and out. Try it out, dude. Sing Mandy in the post office. Guaranteed getting laid.
I mean, hey, that may be a new thing there. Bill Rupp's going to hit the post offices around lunchtime every day and sing Mandy.
Has anybody been in the post office in the past?
I actually didn't know they still existed.
So have you been in there in the past?
I was unaware until right now that post offices were still a thing.
So you walk into a first of all, it's like going back 30 years in time. Like I have flashbacks of me holding like my mom's hand when I'm 7 and us walking up the same steps and me like, you know, like you go back in time.
Is this story over yet?
The office hasn't changed one bit in 30 years. The paint is the same. The fucking wood is the same. The people working there are the same.
Bill, it's because government agencies like the post office or the DMV never change because they collect all the money and then they funnel all the money and launder it and don't actually put it towards the postal service or the DMV or any of the things the government controls. So, yes, that's why, because they're fucking bringing in all the money and funneling.
Post office looks like shit.
Yep, I agree. Evan, have we gotten a response back from Rackets?
Yeah, he's in the waiting room.
All right, cool. So let's throw tennis up on the headlines over there ahead of NHL recap. Let's get to Joey Rackets while he's available. I know he's got some things going on. He's squeezing us in. So let's get to Rackets on the Wimbledon update. And then let's make some money on some tennis. Joey Balls! What up, Rackets? Oh, I think he's hooking up the audio as we speak. Rackets!
Nope, still connecting.
Still connecting. I think Evan brought him in too early.
Now I think he's connected.
Rackets, you're on mute.
Nope.
Mute.
Is that better?
Yeah, now we can
hear you. There you go.
There he is.
Okay. I couldn't hear you guys at first.
Yeah, no, Rackets, thanks for squeezing us in. I know we hit you up, 10 minutes ago and you came flying on the show?
Yeah, I'm on baby duty. I'm on kid duty today.
Did you put him in the closet?
I went upstairs, put the TV on, and gave him a bunch of fruit snacks.
Yeah, I always blanket, iPad, throw him in the closet, lock the door, and maybe throw some fruit snacks in there. That might be a good idea.
I mean, Rackets, let's start it off. You said in the past you don't think tennis is fixed at all. Do you think anything was shady yesterday about Djokovic not winning 3-0 and costing every single person that I know on Twitter their parlays?
I don't know if it's a matter of being fixed or he just wasn't good. He didn't look good yesterday. He hadn't played in a month and a half. 2 months since the French Open. You can't just hop in and play 5 sets. Like, your cardio's not good. He looked okay in the first set. Second set, he got away from him. In the third set, he played well. Fourth set almost got away from him. His opponent Kwon almost forced a fifth set.
I mean, you did say before the tournament you didn't like Djokovic in this tournament. I see
I
everyone
don't like
saying
either of the favorites, man.
Yeah,
I didn't
everyone's
like
saying
Iga either.
Right, so everyone's saying Djokovic and Swiatek are the two favorites, and everyone's putting them in there. You got to take them no matter what the odds are. You have a different opinion, Racket, so fill us in on why you are not high on Iga or Joker.
Okay, so Iga, she's obviously the hottest player in the tournament. She hasn't lost in months.
Not physically.
Right. But she comes in on the hottest on the tear. She's won 20 some matches in a row. She didn't lose the entire clay season, but that's the problem. She's more of a clay player. She's suited for the clay. Her power game is not there. Like, she doesn't have. She's very precise. She's very precise with her serve, but she does not have the power. And on grass, she can be had, and it's not. There's a specific formula to it. You have to be able to hit corners, and you have to be able to overpower her. But on grass, it's not that difficult. Her serve is not overpowering, and she can on any given day she can lose. I didn't like her to lose today. Obviously, she played well, but as we get deeper into the tournament, the value is not on her. The value is actually probably on Jabeur or any of these other players that have more of a complete all-around game. As far as the men's side, I wasn't on Djokovic just because he hasn't played. You can't just come off the street, and I understand you're practicing and you've played on tour for how many years, but there's still a thing of being in match shape. And if you're not in match shape, you're not going to come out and play Grand Slams in 5 sets. And it showed. Kwon should not take him to 4 sets ever. And that's just not a good start for him in the tournament. It's not boding well for him to go deep in the tournament. And if he's being tested like that early, he's going to run out of legs by the middle of week 2.
Yeah, that was a little annoying yesterday, especially since we all had not you stayed off it. But the rest of us, the rest of the universe, had Djokovic to close every one of our parlays. We were hitting everything left and right. And then Kwon stealing a set off the greatest tennis player ever.
Even Rafa today, man. Like, Rafa didn't look good. And it took him until the 4th set to get it going. But he finally kicked it into gear and got going. But you're seeing the first round matches in a lot of these tournaments are going a lot longer than expected. And it's because these guys haven't played during the grass season. They're playing against players that have played during the grass season, and their cardio is just not there.
I have one. I'm sorry to cut you off. But, no, this is important, Bill. I just need to cut in here. So I put a bet out just now, Rackets. I hate Serena and Osaka and all those fucking whiny bitches. I actually put a little taste here in my own account and out for subs on Harmony Tan -105 versus Serena. Do you think Serena has a shot in this match? I mean, obviously she has a shot.
In theory, she should have no chance. In theory, she should have no chance.
Right. So she's already down 2-1, already been broken once. Do you like those odds? It's +110 right now.
Yeah, I mean, and that's Serena's another one. We bet on her last week with she was playing doubles with Jabeur getting ready for Wimbledon, and she's actually going to be playing doubles with Jabeur in Wimbledon. And I was watching her, and she just did not look good. Both bets that we won, it was because Jabeur saved both matches. Jabeur made the big points, and she won the big points to where they ended up winning the tournament. Serena by herself hasn't looked good. She hasn't played in a year. The cardio isn't there. I thought she would kind of skate through this match. The draw set up really well for her to get even into the 3rd round. But I haven't even turned that match on just because I've been kind of paying attention to a couple of these other ones, Cressy, and we just had Kudla lose, which was unbelievable. That guy, he had so many break points in the 4th set or in the 3rd and 4th sets just to get it done, and he couldn't fucking do any of it.
And this is what was the other one you had this morning? I know you had another play out.
What was the other one in here?
Rune.
Holger Rune.
Oh yeah, we hit Rune live.
That was live. Okay.
That was a live play, and it was going toward the end of the 2nd set, and basically what I was hoping for was just him getting into the tiebreaker and winning the tiebreaker. Well, about 5 minutes after we put the bet in, he rolled his ankle and lost the 2nd set. Okay. So he got hurt 5 fucking minutes after we put the bet in.
That's fine.
And then he just got crushed in the 3rd set.
Well, what do we like is there anything? I know most of these matches are a little earlier in the day and they shut down a little early. What do we got left for today? Anything you're eyeing ahead of time tomorrow and who you think wins each side of the bracket.
Okay. As far as up live, I kind of like Cressy. There's no value on him anymore. He was plus 220 pre-match against Felix. He's up 2-1 now. They're in the 4th set, so there's not really too much value there anymore. Going forward the rest of the day, let me see here. I have a little bit of interest in Teresa Martinsova, plus 205 against Pliskova. Martinsova had a really good grass season. She's got some power. Pliskova's got a little bit more power, but Pliskova is one of those players, like, she's kind of like the female version of Zverev. If her serve's not going, she's going to double fault, and she's going to give away points on her serve. So I like Martinsova a little bit at plus 205. I'll probably put that out for the subs. And as far as the futures go, I don't know if I want to give out my favorite future, but actually,
well,
you know what? I will.
You don't need to give the exact one that you're going to give to the sub.
They already have it. They got a better number on it, so I'm okay with it. They have Ons Jabeur at plus 900. She's down to plus 550 now. Her odds have already cut in half. She's on the other side of the bracket from Swiatek. So if you're worried about Iga even getting to the final, she's not going to see Jabeur until the final anyways. Jabeur's got a better all-around game, man. She's been hotter, and I can't say she's been hotter because Iga hasn't lost a match, but Jabeur has been really, really good during the grass season. I had her to win Wimbledon or the French Open as well. She kind of got bounced early in the French, but I've been riding the Ons Jabeur train for a couple years now, and this is her time, man. She's the best tennis she's ever played.
I know you tend to you said chicks with dicks you're not usually a huge fan of. I think Ons has one though.
She might. She
has a little. I don't think she got a hammer. I think she got a little pepperoni down there. What do you think, Bill?
She's got a little bit. You don't get a nickname like SpongeBob for no reason.
Yeah, she got a little sun.
I do have to tell you though, Tommy, I am Serena Williams all the way in this match.
Oh, you're an idiot.
Serena wins. I think you're an idiot. My girl, Serena. Let's go.
Bill loves Serena, and Rackets loves Osaka. Those are the two. They can't.
Yeah, and Osaka didn't. She didn't play because of the Achilles.
Yeah.
Which I kind of figured that was going to happen.
He ain't playing for a while, I don't think. What about on the men's side here? Since you don't like Djokovic, puts a lot of value on everyone else. I mean, you can get like
It does put a lot of value.
Alcaraz is fucking like plus 2,000.
So we have. I'll actually give out two of them here. I gave out Nadal at plus 750.
Mm-hmm.
He is now plus 500 after the match today, and I gave out. Fuck it, we'll do it. I gave out Kyrgios at plus 3,000. He's plus 2,500 now. He struggled a little bit today. He on his best day he can beat any one of these guys. He has beaten every single one of these guys. He's got the biggest serve on tour. When he's on, he's on. Kyrgios is the man to beat. King Kyrgios plus 3,000. I mean, come on.
Okay, now I have to ask you. This ties into the pre-show. Kyrgios, 6 minutes into his match, was calling the line judge a snitch and told her she has no fans. Right?
I love him.
Or him.
He's the best.
What was that? Because I love his antics, obviously. But what was that all about?
I missed that whole thing. I saw them posting about it on Twitter, and I was laughing about it. I didn't see what he was talking about, but he's always screaming at the chair umpire. I love him. He's the best.
Oh my god, dude! What about Tsitsipas here? I feel like he never takes these majors down. If you feel like this is a light one for Joker, maybe this is a time for Tsitsipas to break through.
He can't put together 2 good weeks, dude.
He's you know who he is? He's
Zverev.
He's similar. He's Will Zalatoris from golf.
Yeah.
You know, like he's amazing. And he's right there at the top of everyone. And he looks better than anyone at times. He just can't close the fucking deal.
Nope. He'll have his one match in the middle of the week where he just doesn't show up and he gets crushed.
Yeah. All right. And I like my boy, our boy, I should say, Alcaraz.
Yeah, we have him. I'll give out all the men's ones. I had 3 men's ones. I had fucking Nadal, I had Kyrgios, and I have Alcaraz.
Whenever you can call someone Alcatraz, I mean, there's no better. Joker, Rafa, Alcatraz.
The reason he's not getting the respect is because he doesn't have a history of being really good on the grass. But if you just watch this kid play, he has every single shot that you could want. He knows how to play. He knows how to put points together. He's one of the best players in the world already. And the kid's fucking 19, dude.
Right. He's an amazing athlete. He doesn't quit, which is cool. He's not one of those quitters. He was down 2-1 yesterday, I believe. He came back and fucking took it home for us.
Yeah, we hit him plus 155 yesterday, and we sweated a little bit, but I mean, kid's unreal.
Yeah. All right. Anything you're eyeing up before I let you go for very early in the morning or tomorrow before the Stay Cashin show? I don't know. I know you do your article and you do your write-ups in the afternoon, and you're probably focused on these matches. But is there anything that jumps off the page that you might want to glance at?
Tomorrow morning. Let me look here.
What time do the Wimbledon matches end per day?
Probably about 4:30. I think there's still there's still 3 more scheduled women's matches after these ones. Some interest in Pegula at -152. Vekic has played well, so I don't really like targeting her, but I'll probably parlay with that with something. Let's see here.
So Pegula, you only need to get one now. That's fine. So we're just
I like Pegula, and everybody's going to be on Emma Raducanu tomorrow. I don't hate it, but there's the value I think is definitely on Caroline Garcia +130.
All right, and Pegula was what? What was her line?
-150.
All right, and that's what, Wednesday morning?
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so we'll do that one. You got that, Evan? Just -150. Just write Wednesday morning next to it. All right, Joey Rackets, we will see you in the chat tonight.
Rupp and Rackets 5:30. Don't miss it.
Are your Angels gonna? Are your Orioles gonna? Or my Orioles, I should say. I was pounding them all night last night. Quite an experience. Quite an enjoyable experience. Are they gonna throw up a 9 spot again today?
I don't know if they throw up 9, but they're going to get to Robbie Ray.
All right, let's go.
They're 11-5 in the last 16 games, bro.
All in birds. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Rackets.
See ya.
I'll taunt you more on Rupp and Rackets.
Later.
Yeah, later.
Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like right now we have a little deuce action here for Serena Williams versus Tan. What do you think of Tan, Bill? You think Tan is done?
I like Serena.
So one thing from watching a little bit of this match, Tan is a terrible tennis player, and Serena looks terrible. So basically, it kind of looks like at the senior tour right now, the pace at which they're hitting and moving around. So we will see. It looks like does Serena have some war paint on her right cheek. What's that over there, Bill?
Yeah, Serena's old.
Yeah, like if you hit the ball anywhere but right at Serena, she's pretty much about to drop dead, pass out from exhaustion.
Well, you could kind of tell, so I'm going to go a little bit faction on this one.
Let's go.
So I was watching the match on MGM. It was 30-30, right?
Uh-huh.
And MGM locked it. So it hasn't opened up since, because then it got to Serena -160. So that was the last line they were letting you take. Serena -160, because if Serena wins this here, I know it keeps going back, advantage, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
If Serena wins this here, she'll probably be -210?
Right.
Back on serve. So that's what I'm saying. It's unbettable after that. So they didn't want to give you Serena, keep giving you Serena at 160. That's the only reason I see her winning this, her breaking her here. So let's see what happens.
I see it the other way around. I see they're not letting you get Tan at too big a plus money. Once she gets to +130, they fucking pull her. I mean,
if Serena wins this, then you can get Tan at...
I mean, this match is so bad. It's so tough to watch. Let's talk a little bit about the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. We didn't get a chance to talk on it here yet. Bill, Ghost was right. 6 games or more. Nailed that bet. I hit the total goals bet. I lost the Stamkos bet, and I lost the +1.5 thanks to a shitty performance by fucking Tampa last year. They just ran out of gas. Tampa just ran out of gas.
They looked dead tired.
They had nothing. They came out hot. I think the crowd carried them through the first period and a half, and then they just fucking flat ran out of gas. They didn't even look like they belonged on the ice in the second half of that game.
No, you were right on point. He came back. He wasn't ready.
No, I mean, listen, every game he played, they lost. So I don't know why they brought him back.
Yeah, he wasn't ready to come back. They kind of, he wanted to, a great player. Are you going to tell him no?
Yeah.
So he wanted to. Obviously, he wasn't in game shape, and we all saw that. And then he never played again.
Yeah.
I think Tampa Bay also, just ran out of gas, like you said.
Yeah, that's it.
I thought it was going to be over, in 5. It probably should have been, but Tampa stretched it out one more. Everyone's like, oh, they're going to win at home. I mean, they weren't going to win.
Yeah. So, Hockey was good. Great season. Colorado's the favorite going in the next year. Next time we have Ghost on, we'll talk a little bit about the hockey futures. Danny was on the mic, Uncle Danny, last night on the 4 Deep Bets Discord, and he mentioned something I didn't realize. The Rangers are actually like the 11th shortest odds to win. So they have like teams like Winnipeg and like 10 other teams ahead of the Rangers. Evan, what do you think of that? You're a hockey guy.
I think the Rangers are a strong contender for next season already. I don't know why they'd be over 10th ranked to win the Cup.
I mean, it was really weird. Danny said it. I thought he was misquoting it, but
I mean, when you have the best goalie in hockey, pretty much,
who's a baby who just played his first full season.
Yeah, maybe because they saw really how the Rangers are, that they can't score. That they can't score in games like that. I don't know.
I mean, what are you doing, Han? What are you doing?
Maybe
the fat bitch can't move. Why are you trying to hit lines there? Oh my God, this girl's terrible. Go on.
Maybe they were saying, just saying, the Rangers can't score. Certain situations, they're all.
I mean, that's a stupid line.
I mean, they'll probably make some off-season moves, and they have Panarin and one of the best defensemen in the league already.
That's a terrible. And they're young.
11th? Why would they be the 11th seed?
I mean, so if you think about the teams above them, Colorado makes sense. Toronto, you can make a case for. Florida makes sense. Tampa makes sense. Now once we get to the next tier, these are teams they should be right there with. But you can kind of make an argument here. Golden Knights. I mean, I would move them down, but they were a little disappointing this year. But they're a great team.
New coach.
Carolina Hurricanes. We saw what they could do. They're a great team. They took the Rangers to the wire. Calgary Flames got fucked by a review guy, or they might have been in the fucking finals, or at least playing Colorado. The Wild, I don't think have any business being above the Rangers. Oilers were just right there, but I don't think they have business being above the Rangers. And the Penguins are above the Rangers, which I don't think is fair. I mean, the Penguins are getting older every year. The Penguins aren't getting any younger. No. That team's on their way out. The Rangers already disposed of them. With Igor playing 2 horrific games, they still beat the Penguins. So, I mean, granted, there was a big injury in the middle of that series. I put the Rangers ahead of the Penguins there. So, I mean, they should. What do you think they should be, listing all those teams? 5th, 7th?
Definitely not 11.
Not 11.
I think they could be before Carolina, honestly.
Yeah, you can argue that. Yeah, you could argue them. I think you're guaranteed Avalanche, Lightning, Knights, Panthers, and Maple Leafs. I don't know. I don't think that's a lock that they're ahead of the Rangers, either of those two teams. But I would put the Flames ahead of them too.
Looks like Bill Rupp was right on that Serena open.
Oh my God, Bill, it's fucking the 5th point of the first set.
Opened back up at 450, so yeah. Unbettable.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you were saying, that they were going to shut it down at a medium number.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying they're going to shut it down at all.
No, they're shutting it down, so you can't. They gave you Serena at 160, which was a betting number, and then they opened it back up at 350. Now it's up to 450, unbettable. So they didn't want to give any more Serena money out.
Faction Jackson, he's saying. Jackson, he's saying. I might hit this again.
I wouldn't do it.
If they're gonna give me plus 400, I'm definitely.
I wouldn't do it. I'm suggesting you don't.
Oh no, I forgot. So the one part about that statement is I wasn't asking your opinion.
Oh, okay. Well, anybody listening who doesn't want to just throw their money and light it up on fire, you guys got cash and you want to just light it up.
If you're getting plus 400 against Serena on serve, the set's on serve. No one's broken.
Who the fuck is this fucking girl? Harmony Tan.
It's terrible.
Who the fuck is she?
She's a bad tennis player.
Serena Williams. I don't give a fuck if she's 90. She's beating Harmony Tan.
No.
Come on. Michael Jordan is beating fucking Tommy in basketball right now.
No way. I'll kill Jordan in basketball.
Holy Christ.
Harmony Tan, all in. All right. So that's
Serena, who just trained for fucking months to be in this fucking thing, is going to go out first round?
She looks like a girl you'd roll out of the bar at 3 a.m. Trained.
Yeah, she's gonna go. She's gonna leave. She's gonna leave Wimbledon in the first round.
She looks like Black Butterbean now.
God,
what are you talking about?
You're better than that, dude. Use your head.
Harmony Tan. I can't wait till Harmony Tan.
People, it's opening round. Look at the stadium. It's packed.
Harmony Tan, guys. Harmony Tan. All in Harmony Tan. I can't wait till Harmony Tan wins. Save this. I'm gonna come on tomorrow and skull fuck this idiot.
You are glitching.
We shall see. Speaking of glitching, let's talk MLB. I don't know how that segued. Just figured I could slip that in.
It had nothing.
But if I didn't say anything, you wouldn't have caught it. I was making fun of myself. So I saved you because you would have just been like, oh, glitching MLB. That makes sense.
We got a text message from Mr. Nightghost. The Rangers severely overachieved. Price is right. They're going to lose some players, most likely as well. So Ghost thinks that they are.
Yeah, no, I don't ever listen to Ghost when I say something first because it always has to be wrong. So if I said I think the Rangers are 20th, he'd be like, no, Rangers top 5. And just whatever I say has to disagree with it. He doesn't want me. He's afraid of Tommy Pucks. I mean, I get it.
You change your stance right now and say, you know what, the Rangers should be 20th.
And he'll say, no, the 11th is fair. Let's go to baseball here. What do we got on baseball? So let's go through the board. We got Dinger Tuesday today. Obviously, we'll do a little more game-by-game breakdown on the show and kind of look at what we like, what we don't like here for this MLB slate. The first thing we always do when going through the MLB is not look at the pitchers, is not look at the matchups. It's look at the what, Bill?
What they did yesterday.
Oh, my God. How's that the answer, Bill? The weather, Bill. We look at the weather.
No, that's what you look at.
No, it's what you look at too, Bill.
That's not the first thing I look at.
Oh my God. The weather!
You call me the weather. Bill. You don't call me the fucking Al Roker.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Anyway, so Yankee game, 78, 5-mile-per-hour wind blowing out. Nationals, 80. Phillies, 77, no extreme wind. Blue Jays in a dome. Rays in a dome. Guardians, 73, little wind blowing in. No wind anywhere today. Mets, 76, slight wind out. Cardinals, 83. Nothing real extreme heat. Now we get to Wrigley. Wrigley, 79 degrees, 11-mile-per-hour wind blowing to dead center in Wrigley Field. Keegan Thompson, Castillo on the mound. That will be a place I am targeting for some runs, 9 total. We're looking at 86 degrees in Kansas City. I'm doing the weather report. Can you shut the fuck up?
You were wrong.
And then we're doing 90.
You were wrong.
What?
Toronto is not a dome.
Dude, Toronto has no weather, Bill.
All right. Okay. Continue.
You think Toronto's open?
Just look like an idiot. Continue.
Okay. What's the weather with Toronto Stadium today?
Continue.
What's the weather?
Continue.
What's the weather, Bill?
I don't know. It's a retractable roof, Tommy.
Right.
I don't know if it's open today. It's like Milwaukee. You got to
closed. It says closed on the thing.
You got to call and find out if it's open.
They haven't opened a fucking thing in forever.
It was open the other day. I watched.
Yeah, it's not open today.
You're such a liar.
It's showing closed.
You're making that
when I go to my weather site, if the dome's open, it shows weather. If it's not, it shows no weather.
You are making this up.
I'm not. The dome will be closed today. You watch, unless it's open, in which case it's not. Colorado, 89 degrees, 10-mile-per-hour wind blowing out. So the two of the bigger home run stadiums, Chicago, Wrigley, we got 80 degrees and 11-mile-per-hour wind. And then another big one, obviously, in Coors, we got 90 degrees and a 10-mile-per-hour slight wind blowing out. So 2 games to target for Dinger Tuesday would be those weather conditions right there for sure. Hot in Kansas City, hot in Los Angeles. Probably still dealing with some June gloom over there in LA, though, so don't want to target that stadium. Arizona's in a dome. Giants, 60 degrees, but 20-mile-per-hour wind blowing out. And then the Mariners in a dome. So really the 2 targets for Dinger Tuesday, Bill, not guarding matchups, would be Chicago and Colorado. What do you think?
Colorado, absolutely not. Clayton Kershaw is on the mound. He's only let up 3 home runs all season. We saw what happened yesterday.
And I don't like Freeland either. I like the under in that game. I don't like going against Freeland.
We saw what happened yesterday on that game. The total was 12.5. That game was disgusting. Dodgers couldn't get a hit. They're in a slump. I don't think it breaks out today. I would not take anybody in that game to hit a home run.
I honestly think, Bill, Colorado.
If I was going to take a team, I would take Colorado because they actually hit the ball yesterday. But against Kershaw, who doesn't give up home runs, I would not.
My favorite bet of the day, I think, is the under in the Colorado Dodgers game. Even with amazing weather, 90 degrees and 10-mile-per-hour wind blowing out. Kyle Freeland is not a guy you want to target, right, for runs. Not to mention the Dodgers can't hit fucking lefties. So you have a lefty on the hill for Colorado and a pitcher who's fared very well in Coors Field throughout his career. I actually played him in Coors in a live final last year for Vandal, and he went like 8 innings shutout.
So now you're changing your stance?
No. We start with weather, Bill. Then we go into pitchers and matchups. So the 2 stadiums to target were the Cubs and the Rockies. Then you go into the pitchers. We're not looking at the Rockies anymore. That leaves us with what? The Cubs. So I think the dinger opportunity of the day is the Chicago Cubs and Cincinnati Reds. But that Colorado Rockies game's going under. I'm hitting that under 11.5. Clayton's a great pitcher, and Freeland's a very good pitcher in that park. So I think we go under 11.5 on the Dodgers Rockies. What do you think, Laura?
I do like that. I don't think Dodgers are going to score many runs. They have those games where they score in bunches. But taking that key bat, MLB Bets, out of that lineup, man, you bring Muncy up to batting fourth, which we saw again yesterday. He's having statistically probably the worst season, I think, out of any starter in baseball. Maybe
it's horrible. He's
got to be close to statistically the worst.
Oh, it's definitely the most disappointing.
He's definitely the worst everyday player in baseball, right? I don't know if anybody's average is lower than that on a team.
It's pretty bad. It's really bad.
I think he has the lowest starting average out of anybody in Major League Baseball.
For the fourth time that you've said that, yes, I don't know, and I agree with you.
And he's batting fourth.
We have heard that also.
On the second best record in baseball.
Right. How's his average?
The worst. So
Muncy's bad.
Therefore, I will not take a team who has the worst statistical batter batting 4 in their lineup.
Okay. So we are not on the Dodgers together. Who are you going for Dinger Tuesday?
I'm going to go right back to the Yankees. Montas has given up 9 home runs this year. You said it yesterday, the Yankees were going to score runs. I was worried as hell. You were 100% right. So I'll give you
that again.
Come back. I'm not going to say that again.
Okay, I heard it.
So anyway. I'm going to go Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge, Dinger Tuesday. You're confident that you're going to get the home runs needed in that Yankee game, Bill Rupp?
Yeah, because everybody else hit one yesterday except for him, and I think today is his day. And let's go to Aaron Judge today, the home run king. Is
that a Dinger Tuesday play though? You think you're gonna get enough home runs in that game?
I think I'm gonna get home runs in that game today.
I don't think you are.
The Yankees have Mr. J.P. Sears pitching. Questionable. We don't know. But Tommy, I don't think about, am I gonna need enough home runs? Because last week my home run hit. Mm-hmm. So I'm only thinking about home run.
That's true.
You're already thinking about the loss.
Right. I'm in the wrong mindset.
I'm thinking about the win.
Huh.
I'm not thinking about the loss.
Huh.
The difference between us two. You're thinking about saving money.
I am doing that.
I'm way past you. I'm going for the win.
You already won.
Yeah. So I'm going with
Judge. Won.
Listen, it's not a lot of money. You're not going to make a lot of money on it. He's, probably plus 250, something like that. But hey, he's going to do it today. I have a feeling.
You're right on, Bill. I was already in the head of a loser. I had a loser's mentality.
You got to get rid of that.
How do I break that? How do I get some confidence?
I mean, start hanging out with me more.
Yeah? You think I lack confidence?
Yes. I mean,
I do
by
too.
the time you woke up this morning, I have already accomplished a day's worth of activities.
I mean, it's very possible.
You called me I'm so tired. And it was like 11:30.
I was very tired.
It was like 11:30.
No, it was
11:30 in the morning. You're like,
I was very tired. I slept in today.
I don't know why I'm so tired.
Well, yeah, that was private conversation.
I just fucking cut the grass. I went to the store.
That was private conversation between me and you.
I'm fucking doing all this stuff. I'm outside picking berries.
Don't really like you sharing
it all.
Don't really like you sharing private conversations, but that's what you want to do. If that's the guy you want to be, then that's fine. I can't stop you. I can't stop you, Bill. Bill, you got to make your own decisions. You got to do what you got to do. So if that's the guy you want to be, that's the guy you want to be. I was a little tired today. Went to bed a little late. Was up watching Stranger Things a little longer than I should have. And slept in a little bit, Bill. But thanks for blowing up my spot for waking up at 11 today. Anywho.
Oh, you want to hear the Snapple? You want to hear the Snapple fact of the day?
Yes, before we go through the rest of the game.
Fact of the day, number 940. 40% of twins invent their own language. 40% of twins invent their own language.
I feel you do that, Bill.
Meep, mop, meep, mop, meep, mop.
Did you have your own language when you were younger with anyone?
I just said it right there. You don't even know what I just said.
Well, you don't have a twin.
I pretty much cursed you out.
Wow. Very aggressive. Very aggressive. I don't know if I like the sound of that. I am going to actually go here. I'm going to go to Wrigley for this game. Scary because Wrigley Field has not been kind. It's either been very kind to me or not kind to me at all when I have gone there. and gone after it. And I like to take things over 300 on my dinger for the day. So I am going to go. Let me just check one more thing here because I think I just found something that may negate my first pick and make me go to my second pick. Bill, if you were going to pick someone from this game, who would you pick while I stall?
I'd probably go with my man Brandon Jury.
Okay, so you like Brandon Jury. I'm actually going to go on the other side of the ball here. I'm going to go on the Cubs side of the ball.
Wisdom? Hat?
I just need to check something here. Yes, Wisdom it is. Okay. Just needed to make sure he was still hot because I thought he'd gotten hot, spent 375 with 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, and 17 total bases in his last 6 games. So it was either him or Contreras, and I'm going with Wisdom. So Rackets boy, Patrick Wisdom, plus 330. Oh, hold on. Don't quote me. Plus 310. Patrick Wisdom on Dinger Tuesday. And I'm going to go get this, Bill Rupp. I'm going to go get this dub. I'm going to go match your Alonso from last week.
I think Brandon Jury's 12 for his last 26 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
With a home run. Well, I would have taken him if I were you. I mean, he's batting around 450 for his last maybe like 7 or 8 games. But hey, you do you. And listen, I hope he hits a home run so that if you lose, I mean, that'll be more home runs.
Okay, yeah. I mean, listen, if Drury homers a couple times, then great. I get them $50 every time he homers. So there we go. 5 of those back up to the 250 mark. Let's go through some games here that we like on the slate. We got our Dinger Tuesdays done. We got our weather report done. Washington, Pittsburgh. I kind of like Pittsburgh in this game, Bill, plus 108. They just beat teams. They just beat teams, and Washington's not good.
They're not. That game was very close yesterday.
Yesterday was.
So I had a bet on that game, so I was pretty much watching the whole time. I don't know if you were watching. Washington had bases loaded or men on the corners, 4 innings, I believe.
Right.
And they couldn't get the guys in. I'd be very suspect about that game if I were you. I would not take it. But that's up to you.
All right, let's hold off. Let's put it as a maybe.
If I was going to do something in that game, I'd maybe do a team total over. But the Nationals, like I said, there was too many opportunities yesterday where they could have busted that game open, and Philly and Pittsburgh didn't have those opportunities. Like I said, I watched that.
I don't see. You care about yesterday. I don't, as we know. I care about Patrick Corbin, who's a complete fucking abomination in a gas can.
Well, I mean, listen, he is. Yeah.
So, I mean, you're talking about Quintana, who's pretty good.
Isn't he worse on the road, though, or am I wrong? I don't remember.
Patrick Corbin is 3-10 with a 7 ERA, so he's pretty much bad everywhere. Yeah. He's much better at home, Bill, where he only has a 5.9 ERA.
Well, then I was right.
Yeah, 5.9.
Yeah.
So I'm basically just attacking Patrick Corbin. Actually, throw it on the board.
Okay, so if he's that bad, why is the line minus 125?
Because it's the Pittsburgh Pirates who are terrible. And
I mean, Washington is just equally as terrible.
Yeah, but Washington's home, and Corbin's a brand name. I've been picking on Corbin all year. I think against the spread, he's absolutely just horrific because Patrick Corbin is a name people know and they like to bet on. But, the only thing I want to see here, I know last year, now it's a completely different team, but last year Washington used to really hit lefties well for the last few years. So let me just make sure here. I haven't checked this in a while. The split year to date, team filter. Please hold. I just want to see them versus lefties. All right, so Washington as a team versus lefties. OPS is horrific. They're down to like 23rd in the league, so we're good. Pittsburgh plus 108. Let's do that. Philly, Atlanta. Anything you like here? Wheeler, Morton. Gotta have some K-prop opportunity here.
No, I'll tell you where I'm going next.
Okay.
I'm taking the Cardinals.
Okay.
Cardinals minus 140. Love the Cardinals today. Should have taken them yesterday. Fucked up. Some of you guys scared me away on the pitching matchup.
Wow, Bill Rupp blaming everyone else. Always.
Of course.
Always blaming everyone else.
Yeah. That's why today I'm just making the pick and not letting you guys fill my head with nonsense.
I don't even know if I said anything.
Yeah, you did yesterday.
About who was pitching yesterday?
You and Rackets were one of the key contributors.
Who was pitching yesterday? Oh, no. I didn't say anything to you about it. I said I'm not putting any of them in my hit parlay because of this pitching matchup.
Okay, and it completely went into my head
Well, I mean, listen, the fact that your head is like
And everyone was
like
talking about Lopez.
Serena.
Everyone was talking about how good he was and everything else, and then the Cardinals win 9-0. So the Cardinals are hitting. Everybody, I think, we did a parlay yesterday. We took Arenado to get a hit, and I think he's the only one on the team yesterday who didn't get a hit. Everybody else, like Goldschmidt was 4 for 4. Who else? Oh, Donovan was 0 for 4. Okay, so 2 people. Everybody else had like 2 hits. So I'm going to go with the Cardinals today, minus 140. Love the Cardinals. Let's go Cardinals. Cardinals at home. All the way Cardinals.
So Bill likes the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Okay, Bill likes the Cardinals. So I'm going to go down to the next game here in order. Yankees, stupid Bill Rupp yesterday. By the way, Phillies, Braves, any interest?
Cardinals.
Cardinals. Okay, cool. Not Phillies, Braves. All right.
I mean, Ev, what did I just say? Cardinals.
No, I am aware you like the Cardinals, Bill. There's
If
also
I like the
14,
Phillies and
14 other
Braves-
games.
If I liked the Phillies and Braves, I would have went to that one.
No,
But I
you can
skipped
like more than
down-
one game.
No, I don't. As of right now, without lineups and anything that I have knowledge to, the only thing I like right now is the Cardinals.
So you do like the Cardinals.
And I don't like the over on the Rockies game.
We already said that, under 11.5.
Yeah, so there you go. Right
Right.
now, those are the 2 things without seeing any lineups or anything else that I have. And I will be betting tonight. I'm going to write it down because if Rackets doesn't keep putting these out, I'm going to put them out just to shut them up. And I'm going to bet Baltimore tonight. So I'm going to do the Orioles just because Rackets pisses me off by not putting it out. Baltimore plus 140.
There you go.
There
All
you
right. I do like Zach Wheeler a little bit tonight, so I got to see the lineups and everything before I drop K props. I actually, the lineups are out here. Let me see. Swanson, Dor, Riley, Remuto, DD, Schwarber. I think I'm probably going to be looking at maybe a both side alt line same game parlay K prop. That was a lot of words there, but I may be looking at Morton and Wheeler, alting them down, parlaying them together, pairing them up. I'll have that out for the subscribers if I end up going that route. I think I'm gonna Yankees minus 200 versus Oakland is probably the dumbest line I've ever seen in my life. The dumbest comment I ever heard in my life was Bill Rupp yesterday saying he was a little worried about the Yankees because Trashburn was on the mound. And I think the Yankees put up 47 runs.
Not on him.
47. I played two home runs and 3 earned runs in 5 innings off him.
And then at 70 or 80 pitches, they took him out when he was rolling.
No, it was 91 pitches, and he wasn't rolling.
I think he had 7 or 8 Ks.
Yeah, I did have Ks. That doesn't mean you're rolling.
And he gave up a couple bad pitches to turn to solo.
Yeah, Hunter Green actually had a 10K game where he gave up 7 home runs.
Solo home runs, and he left the game up 5.
Yeah, got a couple.
5-2 or 5-3, I think.
I mean, listen, I'm just saying, you didn't like the Yankees yesterday because you're stupid. And I said, stop being stupid. Just hammer the Yankees against Oakland because their bullpen's trash. And it doesn't matter if someone gets through, my exact words on Rupp and Rackets, 6 innings and 2 or 3 runs because you're going to get 3 innings of that shitty bullpen to just beat the snot out of. So right now today, Montas is good. I love Montas. He's a good pitcher. But you can't get the Yankees at minus 200. That line's way too fucking low. I don't care if J.P. Sears or fucking J.P. Morgan is on the fucking mound. You can't put
J.P.
the
Morgan,
Yankees.
then he would definitely win.
Especially Montas has a 5.2 ERA on the road and a 2.6 ERA at home. So you're talking about a guy who struggled on the road going against the Yankees. That's fucking stupid, dude. If you see that line under 200, just skull fuck it somewhere. Did you see minus 190 on that game, Bill?
No, I only saw 200 when I looked.
Okay, there it is, 190 on FanDuel. Thank you, FanDuel. All right, let's get that right now. Throw that in there, Evan. Yankees minus 190. I mean, that's fucking retarded. That's fucking absolutely retarded. Red Sox, Toronto, Bill.
Serena, what a dummy.
Yeah, she's so fat. She's such a fat ass. Bill, are we getting a home run derby in Toronto again or no?
Toronto looked so bad yesterday.
No, Toronto looked good. Boston looked so bad.
I mean, Boston looked so bad. I knew one of them.
Yesterday, Bill hates it. I'll go back to that game closer to lock. Astros, Mets, Bill. Astros are going to come in and shit stomp the Mets again because that's what I told you early in the week, that they're going to shit stomp the Mets, shit stomp the Yankees, shit stomp the Mets. Even though the Yankees stole 2 games, they got no hit in like 2 of them. So barely skin of their teeth won even one of those games. So I'm going all in Astros today versus the Mets, dude. Here comes a shit stomping for a whole 3 days. minus 120. What do you like the Mets?
Scherzer might pitch. Maybe tomorrow.
Who cares? Talking about today.
Okay.
Fuck them. All right. Tampa, Milwaukee. I got nothing there. No. Twins, Guardians. I got nothing there.
That's a doubleheader. So. No.
All right. Yeah. No interest. Miami, St. Louis. You already said you love the Cards. I already have the Dinger Tuesday on the Cubs. Not betting the side. Kansas City, Texas. Will hit live. Those are very fun games to hit live. Because if either of those teams gets down 2 or 3-0, the other team gives it right back up. So we'll look at that. Colorado, we got the under. Angels, I don't bet. Angels, White Sox, again, only live. I love the White Sox last night. Plus 600 when they were down 2 in the 5th. Didn't hit it, and I believe they won. Padres with Manaea versus Gallen. We got to see lineups. And then I love Rodon tonight for the Giants. So Carlos Rodon, minus 205. We're going to pair that also with the Yankees up there, E. So Yankees, Giants, parlay, and that's going to pay us the nice warm price of plus 127. And we'll end it there. Baltimore, you already said you like Baltimore tonight or no?
Yeah, I'm putting them out because of brackets.
All right. I'm probably going to be on Seattle, so we won't touch that. I like Robbie Ray. But that's it for baseball. Anything else here, Bill Rupp, before we get out of here?
Nope.
All right. We will be doing a contest tomorrow, guys. We'll do a giveaway on the show. So make sure to tune in tomorrow for a giveaway. We'll be giving away either a piece of merch or a free week. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Go follow at Stay Cashin Show on every social media site. Go follow at Tommy G Returns, at Evan_Hand, and do not follow Bill Rupp. Bill, final words.
Follow Bill Rupp. Better odds, _New Jersey. I have great tweets. Let's go!
And get a new handle. Your handle's terrible. Evan, final words.
19 more likes till 100 on this one, and also go review the show on Apple. It helps the algorithm. We've gained a lot of listeners on there.
Really? Let's go. Go listen on Apple iTunes and go review. Go fucking write a review for No Mercy too. You fucking scum. You fucking assholes. Why is everyone so mean, guys?
Yeah.
Every time I listen to a podcast I like, I write a review about it. I don't do it with stores.
I'm not going to come on today because they're not writing reviews.
Yeah.
No Bill Rupp.
I mean, listen, the thing about it is I never do it for a store unless it's like a nice little mom and pop shop. I'll write something.
No, I do it for a small place.
Or my cleaning ladies, right? Like places that are small, I do it for. I'll never do it for Walmart or fucking Macy's or something like that, right? No. But every time I listen to a podcast that I like, I immediately go write a review, even if it's just awesome pod, right? Because I know it helps them and it helps their algorithms. And I'm a selfish motherfucker. So who are these people that don't write reviews to support the podcast they listen to or shows they listen to? Be better, brah. Like button, awesome pod, retweet.
Yeah,
there you go.
Like, guys,
3 things you got to do to get
job.
fucking 500 free bets for the month of July. All you got to do is like button, retweet, awesome pod. That's
Great
it.
job,
You
Bill
can
Rupp.
do it in 30 seconds.
We got to make
Bill
a shirt
Rupp
out of that.
Yeah, like eat, sleep, drink, whatever.
Yeah.
Like
button.
retweet, review. That's it. Fucking go do it. Go do it on No Mercy Plus. Go do it on Stay Cashin. Go do it on No Mercy. Go do it on Evan's fucking Instagram. Go tell him how pretty he is. Come on, the kid's got a new dog. He hasn't slept. Cheer him up. For Bill Rupp, for Evan Hand, and for Joey Rackets, who was nice enough to join us today. I am Tommy G. Good luck. Stay cashin', motherfuckers.
Let's go!
Back to Stranger Things.